So once upon a time, a couple years back, I ended up engaging with a meditation session. And that meditation session was about an hour in real life time. And it ended up transforming into something that was absolutely, seemingly unimaginable. A very much transcendence-based thing. And I remember seeing myself in this all-white room, white like the color of snow. And there was this beautiful, decorated, golden throne with jewels and all sorts of assortment. And there was two of them. And they were a couple of feet away from each other. I would say from this pile of snow to that pile of snow. And I remember going to sit on this throne. Now this is in the imaginal scene, or so I thought it was an imaginal scene at first. And I remember feeling this impulse to sit on the throne. And I remember closing my eyes. This is, again, in this seemingly imaginal scene. And I had my hands over my heart, just like this. Of course, there was both hands, but, I'm recording. And when I opened my eyes, there was a man that was sitting in the throne, just a couple of feet away. And this man was Neville Goddard. Now, he took the form of how he looked toward the end of his life. I call him Old Man Neville, when he had the grayish hair and whatnot. And then something happened. I realized that I wasn't actually in an imaginal scene. I was in another dimension. I was no longer bound by this physical world at that time. I was beyond. I was in another dimension. And I was speaking to the real life Neville Goddard. And it wasn't an imaginal fairy tale type of thing. It was actually Neville. And I remember conversing with him. And I remember talking with him. And I remember receiving pieces of wisdom. And you want to know one of the things he told me? He said, "Praise not my teachings, explore for your own, and see what opportunities lie." And that's one thing out of many things that he shared with me. And now, remember how I told you this quote-unquote meditation transcendence-based session in real lifetime was about an hour, but it felt like I was talking to him for hours upon hours. And that was an experience that I will never forget. That is an experience that proved to me that there is quote-unquote life after death, and that after this physical world ends, there is more. And it proved to me many things involving Neville Goddard, spiritual teachings, wisdom, insight. It was absolutely revolutionary and a beautiful experience overall.